Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kelly Michael, and today I actually had got a few new products and I wanted to do something a little bit less traditional for a Valentine's Day look, more of an un-Valentine's Day look for all of my girls out there who are like, listen, I don't want anything to do with Valentine's Day, I'm not into it, I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have a husband, I don't have whatever. I feel ya, because I hate Valentine's Day, and I'm right there with ya. So for someone who would like to do something a little less traditional, maybe a little bit darker, this is our anti-Valentine's Day look. And actually I had picked up a couple new products, this being one of them. This is the new Too Faced White Peach palette, and I wanted to be able to use this on the eyes, so this kind of inspired the look that I am wearing today. I also had picked up the Lancome powder. This is the Absolu powder, and there was a couple products I picked up from Revolution. These are drugstore products, and they are very affordable products, and they've been getting great reviews, so I wanted to try these ones out as well. And lastly, our Too Faced Chocolate Gold bronzer. So I did use all of these products today on my face just to get a feel for how I like them. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. We're going to start with priming our eyes, and I'm using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Eden. We're going to go in and set our primer with Maybelline's FitMe powder in the shade Fair. We're going to start with our eyes today. I'm going to be using the new Too Faced White Peach palette. So this is what the palette looks like. First I'm going to go in with this light peach shade here in Peach Sorbet. And I'm just taking that on a fat Morphe blending brush, and this is going all over the eyelid. Next I'm going in with this pinkier peachy shade in Peach Suede, and I'm taking that on my Morphe M441 blending brush. This color I'm just focusing up in the upper part of my crease. On the same blending brush, I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to grab this purpley shade here in Sweet Fig. Then I'm going in with my Luxie 231 blending brush. I'm going to pick up this darker shade right here called On the Grill. This shadow I'm actually going to concentrate on the inner and outer corners of my eye, and I'm going to start by packing that shadow where I want it, and then I'm going to blend those two colors together in the crease. Once I have that darker shade laid down, I'm going to go in with a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to go back into that Sweet Fig color right here and just put it directly in my crease to help blend out that darker shade. Just because I think that I blended out just a little bit too much of my depth, I'm going to go back in with that Luxie brush and that On the Grill color and just deepen up that darker shade. We're going to go back in with that original blending brush and pick up a little bit more of the Peach Suede. We're going to go in with a concealer brush. This one is from Tarte. And we're going in with a little bit of concealer. Any concealer will do. Just put a little bit on the back of your hand. And we're going to focus this concealer on the center of the eye. While this is still sticky, I'm going to go in with a clean concealer brush, and I'm going to spritz it with some Fix Plus. If you don't have Fix Plus, that's okay. You can actually just use eye drops and it will do the exact same thing. And then I'm going to pick up this purple pressed glitter shade here called Peach Passion. And I'm going to carefully place that on top of where we laid down our concealer. Next I'm going in with just a small Morphe definer brush, and I'm packing this peach ice shade on it. I'm getting a generous amount of product and then just spraying it with some Fix Plus and dabbing it right in the center of my eyelid. Then I'm going to go in with my tattoo liner in the shade Trooper. I'm going to go back into this palette again, and I'm going to take this Morphe dense buffer brush. A lot of these don't have names on them. I got them in a set and they are not marked individually with the brush names or the brush numbers, so I will link the set that all these Morphe brushes came in. But I'm going in with this peach cream color, and I'm going to just press it and lightly buff it under the brow bone. Then I'm going to go in and lightly coat my lashes before applying falsies with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm going to be using the Ardell Faux Mink lashes. You can get these at your drugstore. Mine are already cut. I've never worn these ones before, and they were really, really long, so you definitely want to make sure that you cut them down before you apply. I just like to go back in with whatever liner I applied and go over the lash line of your false lashes, just so that it blends in a little bit better and you don't see the lash band. Then we want to make sure that we go in with a kohl liner and tight line the waterline. This just helps prevent seeing gapping when you're wearing false lashes. Now I'm going to start the rest of my face before I finish the rest of my eyes. I'm going in with my MAC Prep and Prime in Natural Radiance. This is just a more hydrating primer. I'm going to be using my Marc Jacobs ReMarcable foundation. The applicator on this foundation is actually a little bit strange. It looks like this. So it's not, I think it's supposed to help not be so messy, but I kind of find it just a little bit weird, because it is just like a little plastic ball. I'm actually going to buff in some of my Marc Jacobs Do You drops in the shade 50. So I'm just going to take one pump of that and dot it in with the rest of my foundation. And then I'm just going to blend it all in with my Morphe M439. This is a very full coverage foundation, So if you are not a fan of full coverage foundations, I would not suggest trying this foundation. Then I'm just going to take a damp beauty blender and just stamp it to pick up any of my excess product. Today I'm going to be trying the Revolution Conceal and Define. This is a new product from Makeup Revolution, and you can get this at your local Ulta store. This actually retails for $7, and it's supposed to be comparable to Tarte Shape Tape. This is a full coverage concealer, so I am going to keep it down a little bit further so that it doesn't sit in my fine lines that I have under my eyes. Then I'm going to buff that in with my beauty blender. I also picked up their luxury baking powder in the shade Banana, so we're going to try that. I'm actually just dusting some into this little glass container. I believe it's from IKEA and it's actually a candle holder, but the lid and the packaging for this is just a little bit messy, so I prefer to put it in something like this. I'm going to take this on a damp beauty sponge and I'm going to lightly press it in to the skin. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm seeing, but it actually is kind of looking a little bit orange when I press it into the skin. I am going to take just a little bit of my RCMA no color translucent powder and go over that just so that it doesn't look so orange. I also picked up a new face powder. This is the Lancome Absolu powder in the color Absolu Peche. This powder does have a little bit of a sheen to it, so I am going to take it on a damp beauty sponge, just lightly press this powder into the skin. I'm actually going to go in and finish the rest of our eyes. I'm just going to take a small pencil brush from Sigma. This is in E30, and I'm going to go back in with that first shade that we started with, which is the Peach Sorbet color. And we're going to go in with the Peach Suede color at the top. And we're going to go back in with the same pencil brush and take this Sweet Fig color. I love the smell of these palettes. They actually have two peach collections. The other one smells a little bit different. This one is peaches and cream, and it smells so good. Then I'm going to take a flat definer brush. This is from MAC. It's a 212 brush. And we're going to go back in with this darker shade right here and press it right up under our lash line. Then for our inner corner, I'm going to take this Morphe pencil brush and go back into the peach ice shade and pop that right in our inner corner. We're just going to go in with the Benefit They're Real mascara. It has a comb-like brush, which is the type of brush I prefer when going in on my lower lash line. Last for our eyes, I'm going to take a MAC NC15 pencil and I'm going to tightline my lower lash line. For my contour, I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and I'm going to pick up this contour shade here on a Morphe E4 slanted blush brush. Another new product that I had picked up is this new Too Faced Chocolate Gold Soleil bronzer in the shade Luminous. It looks like this, and this does have a slight gold shimmer or glitter through it. I don't usually gravitate towards sparkly bronzers, so we'll see how it looks on the skin. don't think it looks overly sparkly on the skin. I don't see like chunks of glitter on my face, which is kind of what I was hoping when I purchased it. It just looks very radiant and has a nice sheen to it. I'm going to go back in with my RCMA No Color Powder and just lay some down to clean up underneath of my contour. Go back into my contour shade, and this is a Sigma highlight diffuser. It's an E71, and I'm going to put a little bit of that contour shade on, dusting off extra, and lightly bring it down the sides of my nose. Now we can go back in and dust off this excess powder. Then I'm going to go in with my Milani blush. This is in the shade Romantic Rose. For highlight, we're going to use the Jaclyn Hill Becca palette. I believe this one was limited edition. And I do believe you can actually get all three of these separately in regular stock. Before we apply our highlight, I'm just going to lightly mist the face with some Fix Plus. Then I'm going to go in with the Pearl shade. For lips, I'm trying to decide if I want to go really dark. I do want to keep this a little bit more darker just because it is an un-Valentine's Day look. So we're going to actually go in with the shade Potion from Anastasia. I'm lining my lips with a MAC lip pencil in the shade Night Moth. So this is our final look. If there's any videos you would like to see me do, please comment below and let me know. If you'd like to see something maybe a little bit easier, I know some of these looks that I have done aren't the easiest and people are like, listen, I can't do that, or I'd never wear that. So if you'd like to see something maybe a little bit more wearable, please comment down below. And also, before you leave, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!